What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the Knightsman channel. What we got today is Justice League Dark Apokolips War. It's the exclusive official trailer for 2020, and yeah, it's pretty much features the largest superhero cast in the history of the DC Universe movies. So that's pretty cool. That's what I'm reading off here. Yeah, man, I'm a big believer that Justice League, in the DC universe can come back from the war from Marvel. It's a big thing to say, but I'm a Batman Superman fan. The Joker has done extremely well, so I think as a whole for the DC universe, I think they have a way to go to kind of catch up with how Marvel has done it, but I believe that there's been quite big success in the DC universe. So if you're talking about Aquaman, Wonder Woman, they've done super well. Superman, even though like Henry Cavill, I'm a big fan of him. The Superman franchise hasn't done too well to what they were kind of hoping for. But then again, like the Batman series has. So look, I'm a big fan of both Marvel and DC, so I'm looking at Justice League, the Dark Apokolips War, at all different angles here. I know this is the kind of cartoon version, but a lot of these movies are based off these cartoon versions as well, so it's good seeing all these different content to kind of build a bigger picture in regards to like the DC world. So what this trailer is going to be is our thoughts and reactions. We're gonna react to this short clip here, and then we're going to have a little bit of thoughts at the end. We're going to just have a little bit of convo into what we're thinking, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think without further ado, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Always got to get that in. But yeah, I think we crack straight into it, so let's go. Alright, let's see what we got.
Justice League.
Here we go.
We are facing an existential threat to the planet.
Oh.
Our only option is to destroy Darkseid.
There we go. Darkseid, a new god.
Bow before me.
Oi.
A global war means everyone on the planet is at risk.
DC
You're
Universe movie,
fools.
alright. A lot of characters in this.
Darkseid is playing you.
Heroes become villains.
The humans earned their fate.
Enemies become
I
allies.
know you hate me, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't necessary.
I'm completely on your side now.
Lex Luthor. Shazam, that's one I forgot.
No more planning. Just do it.
Hey.
We can't quit. The Justice League doesn't quit.
Alright. Alright, let's gather these thoughts and kind of put out what we reckon. Now, DC Universe. Now, what I reckon they need to do is they need to have some solid movies pushing ahead. Now, I'm just going to talk about this before we kind of get into this cartoon trailer, but what I think they need to do is really focus on those individual kind of heroes and really give them a good solo movie. They've done that already with some of them, as I stated before. Like I forgot Shazam. Shazam's another good one. They kind of brought that their funny side and whatnot. But where I think like the Justice League, the actual movie, the real movie, fell kind of short was their main villain. The way they portrayed their action and stuff like that, I don't think the fans really bought in. I don't know, there's a couple of different kind of routes where I think they need to, what I think they need to do is follow Marvel's footsteps in terms of building each different character up and then kind of saving the Justice League movie for, you know, a little bit later down the track. I think they brought it a little bit too early without the people bought into the characters, if that makes sense. That's what, you know, you always have to compare the two universes because they're so, you know, beside each other, even though Marvel's quite up there. But what I think they need to do is really work on those characters, their backstories, you know, really just keep giving the movies out to all these different characters, so when the Justice League come together, you know, there's a lot of fan bases mixing in, because I know there's still a lot of people that love Justice League and love the DC universe, but they kind of fell short on that action. They do really need to, like, you know, make it believable, make it, you know, sitting on the edge of the seat where you're like, oh, actually, are they going to win? Instead of Superman just coming in and smacking everyone. They really just need to build that realism, or build that, you know, that survival instinct sort of feel to the movie, I reckon. It kind of just felt too like movie-like, if that makes sense. You kind of just need to bring in that feeling of, oh yeah, you know, that's doable. You know, that feeling. Also, you need to, you know, balance the character chemistry. You just need to, like, just mix, you know, the good sort of characters with the other characters, and just have I think the plot is probably the main big aspect of things, is having a solid plot where the characters just fit in perfectly. And I think if you've got a solid plot, a solid villain, then that's probably all you really need, and then you can just kind of work the characters and not make it feel just like a typical movie, like Avengers was hit it out of this ballpark. So I think if the creators of Justice League, the movie directors, can really start, even like the studios can focus on these individual movies, and then creating a Justice League movie which is rivals Avengers, you know, I think we've got a winning ticket. Because everyone does love Batman. Shazam's good character. All these characters I plot off, Wonder Woman, the Flash, like, they're all like just as solid as Marvel characters, I think, but just Marvel is executed. Now let's go into the official trailer now for this. Look, as I said, all these movies are now based on these cartoons anyway, so everyone loves kind of, you know, the fan base is there for these cartoons, and it looked pretty solid. It looked like obviously the main villain is pretty grunty. I mean, it reminds me a little bit of Thanos. But yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's what they need. They need a solid villain that can rival them all. Otherwise, what is the movie kind of all about, you know? But it'll be good. That world did look like it was on the brink of destruction, so, you know, it's going to be do or die for this Justice League. And, you know, they, as the description said at the start, you know, they've got a huge array of characters that are going to be in this, the most they've had in the movie, so that's good. You know, they've got that solid base of characters. Now what they need to do is really focus on building them all. It's going to be interesting to see in this movie how they interact, these characters, and how this plot goes. 'Cause I think that's a huge thing with this movie, obviously with the cartoon movie. But yeah, man, I want DC to succeed because I'm a fan. I love it. So obviously it's all comes from these sort of movies here. You know, all they need to do is just keep building this audience, building the stage for these characters, and, you know, let the party continue. Big fan of Superman, even though he's rumored to maybe not be coming back. Henry Cavill, he's probably just loving The Witcher anyway. You know, who wouldn't? Which is a good franchise anyway, without going on a different track. But what the big question is, while I watch it, and what's the score I'm going to give it? Look, I'm giving it 8 out of 10. My lucky number. I've given the last trailer 8. I'm feeling good today. I feel like I'm just giving out these 8s. But the only reason I'm giving out this 8 because I want it to succeed. I want Justice League to come on the big screen in real life, and it starts with this. It starts with good, solid movie plots, which the real stuff can kind of pick out of, which is this. Let this be the foundation of an actual solid Justice League proper real life movie. But as I said before, they need to work on these characters, they need to build this audience, and then have a solid plot with a solid director to really bang it all in. They need a good timeline, I reckon, of all these different characters, and just bang, here's the money. The studio just needs to be like, here's the money, let's invest in it. Marvel's successful, let's see if we can get DC up there as well. But the other big question is, you know, as we're talking about it, is, you know, is it going to be saturated with superheroes like the movie industry, or is it going to be like more of Netflix, like a streaming service? Are they going to, you know, could they go down that route? Because a lot of people are just watching it at home rather than going to the movies. That's what they're finding anyway. But, you know, is the hero kind of movie scene saturated? I don't know. Is that why Marvel is? But Marvel's still pumping, so surely DC can still try and ride this wave of you know, of movie successes is what I could say. But I want Justice League to be solid. I think I will watch this at the movies if it did come out. Or it's not coming out, it's coming out on Blu-ray because we've seen it at the end. So I will watch it somehow, some way, shape or form. But 8 out of 10 I think is pretty solid as well. So yeah, I mean, you know, I love these characters, you know, since when I was young. So I can't fault it. I have to give it a nice high score, and I want it to compete with Marvel. Those are my thoughts and reactions anyway. You know, I've been ranting off a bit with the whole DC world. But look, I think it was a solid trailer regardless. Everyone kind of on that survival brink. So we'll see what we go from there. So make sure you smash that like button, hit the comment button, hit the bell notification as well, and kind of we'll go from there. So I think I'm going to stop there because we've been ranting. So thank you for watching all the way. Have a great day or night wherever you're from this big wide world. And that is Nightsman out. Cha-ching.